Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy Average Gamer here, aka Detained, and we are playing more MyPlayer. As you see, or as you saw the last video, we did do some upgrades to our player, and now we're gonna go and take that into action. Our next game is actually against the Atlanta Hawks, and as you see Adrian Payne over there, he's talking a little smack, but that's okay. I did get some requests to just play key games only, so I'll do that some of the times, and the other times I'll just play the next game. I don't know, depending on how I feel. But someone else also said to take more shots, so we're gonna go ahead and see how that goes. We're not gonna force them, but I mean, if we have more shots, we're gonna take them. So instead of passing the ball, because I do like to get the assist count up, but it's whatever. I'll go ahead and shoot. But I hope you guys do enjoy this gameplay. Like I usually say, just leave a like and a comment, and if you're new, please subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably be uploading one MyPlayer today, and then some Hornets gameplay, and then upload some more tomorrow. Not too sure yet, but that's basically how the schedule's looking for today's upload. So I hope you guys do enjoy this gameplay. Just leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and hope you guys do enjoy. Peace.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, what's your take?
This guy is such an acrobatic player, Kevin. The ability to adjust his shot in midair, to contort his body and still have the balance.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this run. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Rose goes into Noah. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Noah's got his first basket of the night.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Tough game to lose, really. They actually put up a great fight, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's something they learn from, though. I mean, you have to convert the positives, even from a loss like that, into momentum for your next game. They got to take what they did well and kind of double down the efforts here tonight.
Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14, Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
The Big Daddy passes to Noah. He kicks it to Rose. Butler. Back to Rose. Lock at 6. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. This one for 3. And that one's good. Rose has got 6. Atlanta with the ball. 3-point lead. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
You know, this game kicks off a 3-game season series for these clubs. Definitely both looking to get that leg up tonight.
Here's Korver for 3. Rebound by Butler. Bulls trail by 3. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Brooks outside. Gibson. Count the bucket.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
That's right, Steve. And even though they may not be the fiercest of rivals, it doesn't mean both these teams, Clark, aren't hungry to start their series off right.
And you know what? Another thing, who knows, guys, the 3 games between them could end up having an influence on how the conference playoff picture shakes out.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
You look at the Hawks and how they were able to overachieve last season. Really, it's because they've built a smart basketball team that really understands how to move the ball.
Dishes it to McDermott. Passes it to Big Daddy. The feed to Brooks. Kicks to Gibson. The pass to McDermott. Brooks outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's blocked. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Schroeder to DeBazemore. And he gets it to go.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Clark can see it here with the Hawks in their passing. Saw it all last year, too, as they were elite when it came to getting baskets off of good team passes.
Yeah, and I think that's Mike Budenholzer's carryover from being part of the San Antonio Spurs organization. It's all about everybody contributing, understanding your roles, and sharing the basketball. That can be effective when you're talented and have good shooting.
Mozgov dishes to Schroeder. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks on top, up 8. And now the second. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Horford, and it's Mozgov in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 10. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. Big Daddy in their last game against the Heat really had a hard time. He dropped in a handful of points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. Just a poor shooting performance from him as he never got it going, missing shot after shot. He'll look to right the ship in this one, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great job. And, even the best players have weak games, Clark, and I think you saw that pretty clearly.
Absolutely, but the difference comes in how do you respond. Do you get down and stay down and get in a slump, or do you bounce back, hop back, like a jack-in-the-box, become even stronger the next time?
Well, and I would expect him to do just that, Clark. This is a guy who's very mentally tough. I would think he'll bounce right back and have a good one tonight.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Dunleavy comes in for Taj Gibson. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Big Daddy. He dishes it to Dunleavy. Here's Big Daddy. He feeds it to Brooks. McDermott kicks to Brooks.
Jeff Teague signed a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Hawks going into last season, and with the departures of some of their other star players, they decided to put the ball in his hands to run their more free-flowing offense, and he delivered in a great way.
Here's McDermott. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Fades. Noah. Feeds it to McDermott. Fires from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. Millsap's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Bazemore kicks to Teague. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Teague's got 6 in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Pass to Millsap. Rebound by the Bulls. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Yeah, some good matchups. And that New York Knicks game is one I'll have an eye on.
Dunleavy, the pass to Big Daddy. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls with another miss. And here is Teague. Here's Horford. Banked in off the glass. Horford's got 5 now.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hawks lead by 16. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we begin the second half, first. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
You know, one thing you have to admire, respect, and appreciate with this Bulls team is they've had some really difficult luck with the injuries to Derrick Rose, but it was a no-excuse team. They never hung their heads. They competed. They continued to win at a high level.
So for Chicago right now, Big Daddy, he's in at shooting guard. Mirotic is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. And the Bulls, so resilient. A lot of credit has to go to Coach Tom Thibodeau. He gets them to play with tremendous effort every game.
Well, in the front office, too, Kevin. I mean, you think about the late first-round picks that they've turned into Taj Gibson and Jimmy Butler. Very productive two-way players that have held their own when Rose was out.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah's checked in for Mirotic. That's Dunleavy in for Derrick Rose. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, a close partnership between Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau and center Joakim Noah. Noah said, quote, "The way each of us sees the game can be totally different, but he'll fight anybody to win, and I will too." Noah says Thibodeau's changed too, adding, "He's opened up a lot more, asking how we're doing, what we're thinking." Kevin?
They're really the backbone of that team. Thanks, Doris.
And a moment to check out Joakim Noah. Now, the last month of basketball was for him, 3rd in rebounding. And he has a real knack for blocking shots around the hoop, ranking in the top 5 in that category.
And you talked about his place among the leaders in rebounds per game, Steve. Just about nobody matches his work ethic down in the low post.
Rose passes to Big Daddy. And it goes. That's good. And while we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
He's clearly a big picture guy. I mean, it isn't really what he's done, but what the team has done. It's all about wins with this kid, and you have to respect that.
He's a competitor, no doubt about that. And he doesn't go out and try to make friends or make highlights. He just comes in with one agenda, and that's just to win the basketball game every night. Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Korver comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Kent Bazemore. Mirotic dishes to Rose. Here's Big Daddy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on his shot, and doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there. So having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Korver kicks to Teague. They double him with Noah. The dish now to Kira. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That's a poor possession. They just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Mike Dunleavy. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 12-3 run right now. He kicks it to Gasol. He passes it to Big Daddy. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Dishes it to T. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose attacking, and that one is stuffed right through.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D. It was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Hawks on top, up 11. And we'll have the start of... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Kent Bazemore is out there with Teague, and it's Korver in at the 3 slot. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. Lots of room. And it's good. Korver's got 10 points in just the 2nd half.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
The Big Daddy passes to Butler. Passes it to Big Daddy. 6 to shoot. Heinrich from outside. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Teague. Kicks it to Millsap. Hits the outside fadeaway. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
A moment to...
The team struggled to stay in the game tonight, and the final score ended up not being even close. Do you think there was anything you or the team could have done differently to change the outcome?
I don't usually think about things in those kinds of terms. I wasn't happy with the result, though. There are plenty of examples of ways we didn't execute or play up to our ability tonight, but I don't think I need to list them out. We've got some work to do in practice. Coach will make sure of that. I'll leave it up to him to go into details of what that means.